All right. So we made it. We made it through all the finishers and all the ultimates and all the ultras of the first two Killer Instincts. And we've arrived at the one that might have the most impactful and profound ultras, which is KI 2013 to 2017. We already did rate the ultimates and stage finishers in this game quite a while ago, but we never, believe it or not, we never did rate the ultras for KI. So here we go. Yeah, now it's going to be rate the musical ultras. It's going to be very different. No, I missed the thing. Not bad.
I'm afraid your path.
He doesn't throw his sword? Huh? Dun, 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 dun. I think Jago's is the perfect, like, 7, you know? 7 out of 10. Sound, yeah, the sound is different on every stage, but so that's why I'm trying to keep them on their own individual stages. Something like that, right? I think this is pretty, like, middle of the road. I think a 9. I would give it 1 point higher than Jago's. I think it's a little bit better. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. There we go. I think Glacius is actually kind of neat, you know? I think it's kind of dope. I'd argue his is also an 8 out of 10. I don't want to give it a 9, but I'd say 8 out of 10. Yeah, it goes especially good with his own stage. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yes. Thunders is a 10 out of 10. Holy shit, he does like the multi-knee thing he does from the first game. He does like the head chop thing he does from the first game. And the fucking tornado, and he like everything. God damn, 10 out of 10. That one's really good. Jago's is pretty dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. His is pretty sick. The like type shit, the jumping double fireballs. I would argue that one's a 10 out of 10 as well. Not bad, really not bad. He does tiger knee fireballs halfway through it and then teleports behind your ass. God damn. Yeah, the break in between dun 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 ba 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 ba. Like, oh, that's fucking cool, dude. I like it. Me likey. Whoa. Sadira's almost ends too fast. Weird. Weird. To me, it's got a weird rhythm and it sort of ends like too fast. To me, that one's like a 5 out of 10. I wouldn't actually give that a very high rating. It's kind of cool, but it's too short and it happens too quickly. Orchids is pretty dope too. Bah, 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 bah. She's like slapping the shit out of you. I don't know, man. I kind of want to give that one a 9 out of 10. I kind of love this shit where she's just like whipping the shit out of you. And then the big ass cat in the end, her Ultra Ender is great too. Yeah, this is a 9 out of 10 for me. This one's very good. Oh, my Fisto! He's like, oh, what? What's going on? You know what? It's such a good Ultra. I have to end it appropriately. I'm biased too. I have to end it appropriately. We can't miss that final hit. The final hit on Spinals is too important. Okay, here we go. Hell yeah, 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. The whole like spinning the sword as you're getting juggled on it and shit. Ah! So sick. The crossbone arms, yeah. So sick, dude. Oh no, I gotta get the Ultra Ender. There's always 2 lasers. There has to be 2 lasers in the end. I really dig Fulgor's, right? But I think it's an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I really like it, but the whole going invisible thing is only okay. I think the invisible ultra thing is only all right. 8 out of 10. My bias aside, but I think having 2 lasers in there, right? And usually finishing it with the double lasers is pretty great. His is pretty cool, but I don't know if it really... I don't know if it's 10 out of 10. I want to see it again. I actually want to see it again. Let me watch it again. Shit. So he's just gonna punch for an ender. I wanted to see what the ender punch was. You know what, right, yeah. I was more listening to the rhythm this time and what it like builds up to with the speed bag part and then like the big drop to boom. I think it is an 8. No, 9. I think the rhythm of it does a lot for me. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And the drop kick in the end. Build-up's pretty great. Her looking at you and going, nah, is pretty great too. I think hers is a 9 out of 10. I like the taunt halfway through it too. I think that's pretty awesome. You're like getting juggled around and she's like, nah. Some of these are very good, by the way. It's funny in comparison to some of the previous Killer Instinct Ultras. These are very good by comparison. Okay. All right. That works for me. That works for me. It's still pretty good. I think his is like a close to an 8. 8 out of 10. I like all the scorpion tail and all that other stuff. Pretty dope. I didn't get the hits him slamming you with a book in the end. Not bad. Not bad. I think it's like a 6. It's like a 6 out of 10. I do wish there was sort of a reference to Riptor standing on her tail and clawing at you with her talons. Now she sort of has this like standing claw thing. It's still pretty good, but I think it's a 6 out of 10. My only problem is like the thing in the end, like the command grab to like explosion thing, lacks a lot of impact, you know? It lacks a lot of impact. It's still really cool, but I think it's only like a 6 out of 10. Close. The goddamn elbow. Well, that's a 10 out of 10. They just made Broccoli Man the most charming character in the game. People's elbow. Yeah, 10 out of 10. And it's pretty obvious why. Not bad, right? Not bad. I think hers is cool because it's different than a lot of the other characters in the game. It is like segmented. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's like, I think hers is a really solid like 7 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it actually is nice that it isn't the same as all the rest of them. It has like slower beats to it. But that's sort of dissatisfying because you want like in an ultra for them to beat the shit out of you, you know? You want to see them slap them a whole bunch. It's okay. I like the musical riff, right? It's to me, it's only okay. And by okay, it's still a 7 out of 10. I still like it. But I think it needs more like the best part is when he's like standing there and taunting you a little bit. It's kind of basic. Yeah. To me, I think it needs more spice. I think it needs to get some nutty shit in there. Some like bomb loops or something, like some crazy shit like that. Hers is pretty creative. You know why? Because she switches between the bodies halfway through. I think that's really neat. I think it's an 8 out of 10. I think it's not a 9. I think it's an 8. But I think her switching between bodies and stuff and doing like, you know, her kiss off type shit is really cool. It's interesting. It starts off a lot like Fulgor's, and then it gets kind of crazy. I think I like it just about as much as Fulgor's. It's kind of cool. Yeah, the missile uppercut is pretty cool. I think I kind of want to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty great. That's an ultra, all right. That's definitely an ultra, man.
You can't run from fate.
It's kind of cool. I like it how it starts with the like the rising dragon kick, then brings them back down into a new sequence. I kind of like it a lot, dude. I think I might be giving this one like a 10. I think Kim Woofer, as weird as she kind of is, and like she's a little, definitely a different take of the character, and her face has always been weird. I think I kind of like it. It might be a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. This is pretty dope, man. You get slammed around with this guy. Like the stomp, the multi-smash, pretty stompy.
Accept me.
I think it's a 9 out of 10. A lot of good, yeah, the music really kicks in for the stomps. It makes it very impactful. This is pretty sick, dude. It's kind of basic, him teleporting in between. He doesn't do anything super crazy fancy, but I think the teleports along with the music is awesome. That's another 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Make a fist. It's kind of basic, right? It's a little basic. The music's great. Music's great, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like it could use more moments. He feels like he's just spinning and punching you, right? He'd use more like moments halfway through. I'd give it like a 6, to be honest. To be totally honest, I'd give it a 6. That is very reminiscent to regular Hisako's, right? Like in the same way that Kilgore's is kind of similar to Fulgore's. It's a, I don't know, man. I think I give that one a 6 as well. The ending part where she's like slicing you while midair is really cool. That's about it. I think I give it a 6. I've noticed that a lot of ultras are pretty similar for some characters, where they like teleport to one side of you to the other, one side of you to the other. It looks cool and I like it. I think this one's like a 7. The rhythm of it's cool because it's very like, you know, it's very Mira. But I've noticed that with a lot of characters that they'll teleport to one side of you, teleport to the other, teleport to one side of the other. This game makes me realize how much I miss in some way the ballistic speed of some of the other ultras, right? I really liked it when ultras in KI 1 and 2 went really fast. And a lot of ultras in this one keep like this pace and momentum to complement the, what's it called? The music. It does it for the music. It's an interesting trade-off, you know? Damn. This is pretty sick, dude. Just the teleport punches in general are such a cool looking special that I have to give it extra points for that. I think it's pretty great. I think the only thing that it's missing is like the ender, him essentially finishing with like the float away, you know, the float away flight thing. Doesn't leave a great impact in the end. I don't know. I think this one's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Cool, right? Cool. But still, like, he stabs you a lot, you know? It is cool. I think it's okay. But it's a 7. I think it's a 7 out of 10. This is pretty cool. I think it has a lot of impact for not being like a fast hitting ultra. This is pretty cool. I think it's great. I'd honestly give it like 9 out of 10 territory, funny enough. I think he's got a great ultra though. Holy shit. I think he's got a really cool ultra. I wish he fired more arrows into the air. I wish he was just like... I almost wish there was more. Really cool. I actually give that one a 10 out of 10. I like it a lot. Aim of Hawkeye. Well, there you go. If there's one thing after rating all of these ultras and finishers and now having the full perspective of KI after just watching the ultras in KI 2, KI 1 and this one, I definitely think this game's ultras have a very unique staple to them. I think there should be like a balance between them. The musical ultras are super dope, and they really give a character like their identity, utilize their theme, all that kind of stuff. It's really sick. And some of the older ultras just kind of can feel like the characters are flailing around and doing stuff. These ones feel a bit more choreographed. The one thing I do hope that if there is a future Killer Instinct is to give players the option. I really love the speed and how quick and bombastic and fast some of the old ultras are. And they just whoop your ass really quick. And I sort of like the sort of slowed down things. I think there's like an in-between. I think there's like a future where hopefully ultras can have cool slow-mo stuff and some cool normal speed stuff and really fast stuff. I think customization is probably some of the coolest areas to be had. So yeah, if there's one thing I kind of miss some of the Ultras having, Ultras and KI from the classic ones, and this one is the speed. And I feel the beats of this one is so much better than KI 1 and 2. If anything, the nice part about KI 2013 to 2017, it allows you to customize things if you want. You can add shadows in there, you can add a double ultra, you can do all this crazy stuff. The customization is easily the best part. The one thing I kind of hope that they add in, if there is a future for KI, is like the crazy KI 2 customization to stuff. I think if you fulfill certain things, you should make the ultra longer, you know? I thought that was actually kind of dope. I thought finishing, giving your characters unique enders and stuff like that, I think that's actually a great element to it. So, greatest part about KI is that if there is a future for this game somewhere out there, and some of this stuff can be changed and adjusted upon, they have a lot to work with, you know? They have a lot of wonderful legacy to work with because KI's got some dope shit from the first one all the way to this one.